The Oklahoma City County Health Department hopes to make a pandemic creation part of its future.
Health officials say its $1 million RV plan will help keep our community healthy. News 9's Barry Mangold live on this one in Northeast OKC to explain.
Yeah, Jennifer Carl, for the past year, the Oklahoma City County Health Department has worked with community organizations to put on events for things like COVID-19 vaccines and testing. And there's been a lesson learned from those events, and now the department says it's ready to make a big investment. The parking lot at Ebenezer Baptist Church is empty now, but it certainly wasn't when the church held a vaccine clinic back in January.
We vaccinated 1,114 people over about an 8-hour period because the parking lot was already full. So people had to park over on the grass and back in the mud. I mean, it was a mess, but it was a good mess.
Pastor Derek Scobie says they've partnered with the Oklahoma City County Health Department multiple times throughout the year. That day in January, Scobie says their partnership broke barriers.
These vaccination pods at that time around the state, per Governor Stitt, they were only, you would only see 2.5% to 3% African-American representation in those pods. But the pod that we had here, it was approximately 85% African-American representation.
Now the Oklahoma City County Health Department wants to buy 2 RV-style mobile health clinics, complete with an exam room, space for patient meetings, and more. The department COO says the goal is to make them look inviting.
Through COVID, we figured out we have populations that have transportation issues, and I mean, the more we can get the services to them, the better off we'll all be.
We have to figure out the best ways possible to care for our neighbor.
The department plans to buy 2 of these RVs using up to $1 million in federal funding, but it will need approval from the Oklahoma City Council first, and the City Council will meet tomorrow morning to consider this. Barry Mangold, Oklahoma's Own, News 9.